Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install macOS Ventura on VMware Workstation. So the last video I've already made is how to install macOS Sonoma on VMware. So this video I'll show you how to install macOS Ventura on VMware. Now, the first thing first you need to have is the macOS Ventura ISO images and unlocker tool patches for macOS for VMware and VMware Workstation apps. So to do this, go to your browser, type Olerilla ISO image, or you can also type Olerilla ISO virtual image. Visit this first website. Now click on macOS Ventura for virtual machine. Visit this media file link. But since I've already had the macOS installer images, so I need to download it. Also, I'll put the link in the description, so make sure to check it. The next thing is you need to have a unlocker tool, because you know VMware default is it won't have Apple macOS installed, so you need an unlocker tool for that. Now type unlocker tool. I'll put the link in the description, so make sure to check it. Visit this website. Now you're gonna click on unlocker. Now run this as administrator. Now remember your VMware installation location. So if you keep the default location, you just gonna click on patch, or if you already change it, you need to find where the VMware app that you install. Now click on patch. But if you already patch from the another tool, you can see it's gonna pops up this error like the VMware installation you specific is already patched. But if that error pops up, you don't need to worry. Now go back to your browser again and then type darkwin ISO file. So why you're finding this darkwin ISO file? Because darkwin ISO file is the driver for macOS. So what's happened if you try to run darkwin ISO file in Windows? It just said this image file is corrupted, but you don't worry, because this is for macOS, so Windows don't understand it. Now open VMware's app. Now, when you already patched it, you're just gonna click on create a new virtual machine. Now, click on next. Now select your macOS Ventura. Now choose Apple macOS. So macOS Ventura is macOS 13. So you're gonna choose macOS 13. Click on next. Now select the location that you want to install macOS Ventura. So if you want to keep the default location, you can keep, or you can change like me. Now the number of processor mean your motherboard have many have many slot how many slots on your motherboard, the number of cores of processor. So my motherboard just has got one processor. Now to install macOS Ventura, you need at least 80 gigabytes for macOS 13. Now click on power on this virtual machine. Now select your language that you want to install. Now you're gonna choose this utility. Now select VMware Virtual and VMe Disk Media. Now you're gonna click on erase. Now now if you want to name again your macOS virtual machine, you're gonna name again, or you can change like me. Now format it into APFS and stream in GUID partition map. Now click on install macOS Ventura. Click on continue. Now select the disk that you want to install macOS. So here's my disk that says macOS 13. Now you just wait for the installation to complete.
A few minutes later. Much later. One eternity later. The next day. One million, zillion, jillion, dillion, cotillion times later.
Alright, so when the screen pops up, so that means you're good to go. So select your country or regions. I'm in Vietnam, so I'll choose Vietnam.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
Why is this UI so lag? Okay, I think because of the Hey Siri. Now sign with your Apple ID account. So if you want to sign right now, you can sign right now, or you can click on setup later. Now create your computer account, so I will name it into Mac and type your password. Now select your time zone. Now let's begin the driver installation. So before that, you can see here the graphic, it just say just only 3 megabytes of display. So we will begin the driver installation. Now shut down the machine. Now choose edit virtual machine settings. Now choose CD DVD SATA. Now choose browse. Now choose the .win.iso file here. Click OK. Now click on power on this virtual machine. Now type your password to log into the virtual machine. Now you can see here it pops up as VMware Tools. So double click on VMware Tools. And you also open System Settings. Now choose Privacy and Security. And now scroll down. First, some guys will ask, why do we need to open the privacy and security? Because while we install the drivers, macOS security will sometimes block it. Now type your password to install the software. So you can see here it's blocked. Now you click on allow and type your password to modify the settings. And now restart the computer. Alright, so when it pops like the full resolution like right here, so you're good to go like that, the password into 129, and you can see here to pop when it's popped the full resolution here, so you're good to go. But when it's not popped the full resolution, you're gonna try again. So that is how you install macOS Ventura on VMware. So let me check the display again. Okay, no problem. Alright, so let we check the about the Finder. So you can see here the graphics pops for its display 128 megabytes, and more the settings in here. So that is how you install macOS Ventura on VMware Workstation. So if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the like, share button and watch many video. And now, goodbye.